groups as well. And it's really one big community on here. Lots of people, lots of talented people doing lots of different things. I wouldn't really put myself in that category, I don't think, but I just like to talk to you guys basically and see who comes on, and I might as well show you how to cook at the same time. So on Wednesday, I think it's Wednesday, I'm doing I'm going to be live with Anne Wednesday doing shortbread. So if you want to learn how to make shortbread, then tune in on Wednesday. I'll put up a post, because if you actually like the post, it counts towards my Haps challenge as well. So I'm doing the Haps challenge. I think we're on week number 7. I think we're on number 7. So if you're on Periscope, or even if you have Periscope, go on to Periscope for me, if you could do, and retweet to Twitter. If you could share out, that would be great as well. I was on earlier on today after my dancing, and I did a quiz, and we did I Spy. So there's a few might be watching me on Facebook who might know what I Spy is, because Caroline does it, and she said, "Go on, Aidan, you can do I Spy." And it was really good. If you go and watch the last video back that I did this morning, go and watch it on Haps, because it is really good. And the quiz was good as well. It was a movie quiz, so there were lots of really good questions. Anyway, you've come here for the cooking. I'm just having a nice cup of tea, so cheers, everybody. Hello, Melissa. Sorry, I did see you come in then. I wasn't ignoring you. I was just trying to concentrate on what I was saying. Happy International Women's Day to all you fabulous women out there. Sometimes it falls on Mother's Day, believe it or not, but it's not on Mother's Day this year, but obviously my mum being one of them, and obviously everybody else as well. So all the international women in the world, happy International Women's Day. So let's make a start then. So this is what we're making. I need to chop up my pork. So what we're doing, you're going to need for this is you need 350 grams of pork, tenderloin fillet. This is for 2 people. You can swap it for chicken or aubergine if you want to try that. We need 2 shallots chopped, 2 tablespoons of brown sugar, 5 spring onions, or scallions as you call them in the States, 140 grams of jasmine rice, and 2 pak choy, which I've got in front of me as well. If you've got a lime, use a lime. I don't think I've got any limes. And that's pretty much it. Or you could use onion if you didn't have shallots. So should we make a start then, guys? And also then, as I say, you get the flavour pots in here. So I'm just going to spin you around. Let me know if the connection goes off. And if it changes, it should be all right, though. So I'm going to bring you down. This is the pan, everybody, as you know. Put my tea out the way. I'm going to get my chopping board. I could do with a new chopping board. So if anybody knows of a... I know Alexa sells chopping boards. Okay, so hopefully you can all see that. So in here we've got the this is the pack that you get. So I'm just going to open this up. Let me turn my pan right down. So I put some more oil on, because usually it's the last thing I forget to do. And you get these pots. So we've got in here some Vietnamese beef stock. We've got some Titco paste. I think that's how you pronounce it. And then we've got some chili garlic sauce. Now, this is what makes it really, really nice, the chili garlic sauce. So I'm going to pop that to one side whilst we do the pork. So in here, I have, this is the pork fillet that I'm going to be using. And we've got here, this is 500 grams, not 500 kilograms. That would be quite a lot, wouldn't it? 500 grams of pork fillet. So we're going to first of all chop this up. I only want 350 grams. So bear with me just a second. Let me cut this open. Get rid of that juice, like anything we don't need. So bear with me just a second, everybody. How's the connection, guys? Do I need to move the connection? I'm going to actually put this on the board. Well, actually, let me just chop this off. I will give this a really good... In fact, I'm going to use it all. So we're going to take the pork fillet, get rid of this. So this amount would actually be enough for 4. I might actually make enough for 4. Okay, so you're going to get a knife. And you want to chop these up. Get a really good knife, guys. I love these SimplyCook spices you get. I'm not sure if they do them in the States. No, they don't. But I know Alexis does taste buds, and they're kind of a similar thing. But with taste buds, they send you more of the actual flavour. So it's a matter of then finding the recipes to go with the flavors. But I know Pampered Chef Alexis will be able to sort you out with the taste buds. So we're going to chop these into 1 centimeter thick rounds. Before I do that, let me just quickly wash my hands. Okay. Can everybody just let me know how the connection is, and if it's going on and off, or if it's gone blurry? Is it okay? Let me know. So you want these into 1 centimeter rounds. And this board's going to get a really good clean because, well, actually we can actually do, yeah, we do need to cut off the rest of the vegetables. So normally what I would do is, so this is enough for 500 grams. So remember the 3 S's, guys, as well, you can do on hats now. Share, subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And the 3rd S is sponsor. So if you really feel like you would really like my broadcast, whether it's food or whether anything else, traveling or anything else, then you can sponsor me directly through my page, and I think that just sends a specific amount of coins each month. But if not, you don't have to. You can just send coins as and when you feel like it. Okay, so this is the pork. Can you all see that, everybody? Now you don't have to have pork. You can have chicken or you can have aubergine. I'd like to try the aubergine one, maybe next time, but I always say that. But you see, I get the recipe and then I look at the card and then I go out and buy the food. I'm just chopping these up a little bit smaller. When you get the food, I don't always see the vegan option or vegetarian option. So I'm going to cook off 500 grams. So the first step actually does say to mix the beef and ginger stock into some boiling water. So obviously you can, I'm just doing this first. We're going to get this on. So yeah, if you've not seen the video back from earlier, go and watch it. It was a really good movie quiz. It was really good. Definitely go and watch it. If you're watching on Facebook, I can't see Facebook comments at the moment. I think there's an issue with that. But if you come onto Hats, you'll be able to see all the comments across all social media. Thanks, Melissa. Thank you for that. I'm also doing the Hats challenge as well. So I'm on week 7, as I mentioned earlier. So if you share out, that would be great. If not, I hopefully will get I need basically 250 viewers, live viewers, to get my week 7. I've done 6 weeks in a row of this challenge, and then $50 of that. So basically, the award for the Hats challenge will be going to a food bank. So $50 will go to a food bank. I might round it up to £50, depending on how quickly I get to the $200, which is how much I need to cash out through Hats. So just to let you know, if you do send awards, the sooner I get to the 200, the more money will go to a food bank. Okay, and the quicker as well. So that's been all chopped up. There's one more then. I'm just cutting these up a little bit smaller. I think I've done it all. Yep, that looks fine to me. Okay, and what we're going to do then is we're going to heat a little oil, which we've done, fry the pork for 2 minutes or until golden, remove, and then set aside. So we need to do this first. And this is really, really hot. So thanks, Anne-Marie. Oh no, Anne-Marie's just gone live. I thought she's shared out. Never mind. So let's pop this in then. So I'm going to add the pork to our dish. I'll just bring the camera up a moment. Only just a second. Let me lift you up a bit. I have the connection now, guys. Is that okay? I'm going to give that a stir. So this is the pork. We're just going to let this fry for about, it says 2 minutes, but while I clean my board. Connection's good. Thanks, Melissa. Or was that the comment from before? I can't remember. I'm just cleaning my chopping board down because we're going to do the veggies next. Okay, hopefully you can see a little bit of both there. So I did turn the heat down a bit. You don't need it on too high. I'm just going to fry this for about it's actually 2 minutes. Now, whilst that's cooking, I need to put on some rice. So I'm just going to boil some water. And then we're going to get some saucepan. We'll pop that to one side. So let me know how your day's been, what you've been doing today, or if you've had a nice day. Turn on my other saucepan. So this is the pork. Turn it up just a fraction. Okay, and as I said, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to add in the beef and ginger. This is beef and ginger stock. So it just says Vietnamese beef stock. So that's all it is beef and ginger stock. We're going to add it. We're going to add it to. Just checking the amount of water. I did see the water. 300 millilitres. 300 millilitres. So 300 millilitres of boiling water, which is also the equivalent to half a pint. Yeah, just over half a pint. So 300 millilitres is what I'm going to put into a saucepan, and that's also on as well. I'm going to add the Vietnamese beef stock. So I'm going to add the Vietnamese beef stock to the saucepan. Get a little spoon, and then we're going to add in the rice. So you want 140 grams of rice, and we're going to put a lid over it, and it needs to boil for about, I think it's about 12 minutes. So just get all that stock out. I can't really see that part, but so I'm just going to get rid of that. I'm going to weigh out the rice. And you want 140 grams of rice. If I can get this off. You put the sticker right on the edge of, there we go, resealable sticker. Okay, I'm not seeing any comments. Can someone just give me a thumbs up just to let me know you can hear me okay? So 140 grams of rice. Sorry everybody, I can't get the Yeah, 140 grams. There we go. Perfect. And then we're going to add this to that stock. Okay, that's that done. I'll turn off the scales. Just going to stir the pork. So what I really like about these recipes is they give you simple instructions to follow, and it makes really, really nice food. I'm just turning all that pork over. Only just for 2 minutes. Or, well, you want it until it's golden, okay? Just going to stir the rice and put the lid over. So I'll put a lid over that stock. Stock is the most important because that's what gives all the flavour, as well as the actual chilli sauce that you're going to find out in a moment. But I have made this before. Just remember, pork does give a lot of juice. It stores a lot of juice, so that's why we're going to be taking it out of the pan. So have a bowl ready to take it out. You could actually use a paper towel as well. I like to use a paper towel. So just put some paper towel inside your bowl. And that what I'll do, it'll absorb all that fat, the stuff you don't have, the nasty stuff. Or if you wanted to leave it in the pan, well, we're going to be frying off the actual pak choy as well afterwards. And get rid of that in the pan, you don't need it. Okay, how are we doing, guys? Let me just... Can anybody hear me? I just want people to know if you can hear me. I don't want to move the camera too much. Can you all hear me, everyone? I'm just checking the connection. Is the connection okay, Melissa? Can anyone hear me? Dina was on as well. Hello, Dina. Can you hear me, Dina? Just check my live. 1 second. I'm just going to give this another few minutes. Pop the light on as well so you can at least see. I'm going to turn the rice down a bit. So the next thing we're going to do, get ready, is the shallots. Okay, so what we're going to do is, after we've done the pork, we're going to add pak choy to the pan. So let's get this ready. You want, I think it's 2. Yeah, 2 pak choy. So just give these a wash. This is pak choy, guys. Just going to give these a quick rinse. And just take the lid off slightly of that. It's starting to bubble up. So this is the pak choy. I'm just going to move the camera down whilst it's doing that. And the pork's simmering nicely now. And then we're going to take a knife and just chop these up. So you can get rid of the ends. I'm not sure where everybody is today. We're all very quiet. Maybe my connection is not just sending the messages through. Keep the leaves. choy, all nicely chopped up. We're ready to take the pork out. Actually, the pork's turning brown now, which is what I want. Just going to put these on a plate. Oops, falling away. Put that to one side. So the next thing we're going to do is eat. So it says here, heat a little oil in a frying pan. Fry the pork for 2 minutes or until golden. I think I'm actually going to take it out now. Some of this pork's not cooked enough yet. Let's do the other thing actually, the other little tip. So, very hot. Let me just move all the pork to one side. I'm going to bring it down and then take. It's really hot. 1 second. We're just going to put this, put the paper towel in and absorb all that fat. You don't need it. Okay, so just get rid of that. Just let it fry off a little bit more. Otherwise it's not turning brown, you see, quick enough. It was kind of boiling. Just going to wait until that just goes brown a bit. So the next thing we need, then we will take out the pan and add the pak choy. So we're going to do the shallots. Bring you around. Again, take the knife. Now I'm going to use my dicer for this. So you want two of these. Chop off the ends. Get rid of the skin. Still need to chop this in half. Quite small, these ones. Actually starting to hear it now. Again, just chop it in half. Get rid of your skins. And I'm going to take the dicer. This is my little dicer. Lift it up. Oh, that's the one without the blade. I'll just get the other one. There we go, look. It's missing one, so I know where that is. I'm going to pop that in first. I think it goes that way. No, wrong way. Be very careful because they are quite sharp. Slot that in. And then we're going to push these into a box. Oops. You can see it comes off like that sometimes if you're not careful. Push it in. And this just makes sure they're all chopped up the same length. Okay, this is definitely starting to burn. I wonder what I could hear. So let's just take these out. Now put some oil in here. Turn that down a bit. take all these out. I'm just going to put that to one side. I'm going to add a little bit of oil. Turn the pan down. A little bit of oil in the pan. Just going to move it round. See, can you see this? And it's not burnt. It's just, you can tell it's brown. Okay, and then in here we're going to add in the pak choy to the pan. So let's add all that in. Move our pork to one side. You're going to fry this for 2 minutes. So 2 minutes for this. And then after this is fried, we're going to add this to the pork, okay? You get a bigger plate. I get a bigger plate, and we'll put all this. We'll go straight onto one plate. I'll stir my rice. Rice looks lovely. That's done. So I'm going to turn that off. I'm just letting that fry for 2 minutes. And then after this, we're going to take this out and put in the shallots. Get rid of that root. Okay, let me just check something else. Another 30 seconds. Okay, I'm going to take this out now. I'm just going to put it onto a plate. And we're going to add in some more oil because we're going to fry off. And we use a wooden spoon, not a on these pans. Okay, we're going to add in a little bit more oil. And we're going to add in the shallots, which we did earlier in the dicer. So let's add these in. Make sure you get them all out. Give that a stir. I'm just going to let these fry for 2 minutes before we add in some sugar. The pork tastes nice. Add a little bit more oil, not too much. Otherwise, I want them to be soft. So 2 minutes, and then we're going to get some sugar. If you want some brown sugar, And you're going to add 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. Now my pan is not, it does get hot very quickly, but it is now on low, very low. Give it one little stir. I say the onions don't take long, well the shallots don't take long to cook. Okay, so 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. And we're going to pop this in. We're going to leave that to melt. Okay, it's falling out. So I'm just going to leave it to bubble with the shallot. Move my sugar out of the way. And then we're going to add in, you want 50 millilitres of water. So I have 50 millilitres of water ready. Just let that bubble away. Okay, so again 2 minutes, and we're going to add in some titco paste. I'm going to add in some titco paste. It's starting to bubble away now. Give it an extra 30 seconds. Just for it to caramelise. See how it's all bubbling away nicely. Let's add in some titco paste. And then finally, we're going to add in the water now. I'm going to turn it up to medium. I think that's actually quite hot enough. I'm going to add in the water. Okay, let's mix all that together. And then this is making a sauce. Okay, you see the colour? It smells delicious. You just stir it for 2 minutes, it says. My pan is very hot, so if you're using a frying pan, put it to medium, but mine's on really low at the moment. It's also picking up all them flavours on the bottom of the pan. Okay. So once you've got your sauce, remember, use a wooden spoon, don't use a steel spoon. You don't want to scratch the pan. Just lifting all that up on the bottom. I feel like I should turn it up slightly, but I don't want to ruin the... It's natural, it's doing all the flavours. So we add the pork. Okay, don't have to add the pork, but it just makes sure all the flavours come together. And we're going to add in the pak choy as well. Add it all into the dish and then bring all them flavours together. Sauce. Coat the meat, the pork. And it's that easy, guys, to make. This will just warm through the pork as well. Smells delicious. Let's turn it up just a little bit, just to let the pork heat through. Let me see how the connection is. Move it slightly. And then there's one other thing that we're going to add to this, and that will be the chili garlic sauce. This smells amazing. And we've also got some spring onions as well. So you want, it says 5 spring onions. I'll just chop off these ends. We call them scallions. Oops. I'm going to add some spring onions to the pan now. Mix all them in. Who's hungry now, guys? Who's hungry? Looking really good. So we're going to add in the chili garlic sauce now. This is what gives it an extra kick. So in this chili garlic sauce, now it's coming together. So we're nearly done. Mix all that in. What do I think so far, everybody? So I have made this before a few times. Just get rid of that little bit of root. Just going to leave it another 2 or 3 more minutes and then it's nearly done. And let's get some bowls ready. Let me just check on my rice. So it's all nearly finished, everybody. The rice is looking good. Oops, the rice is really warm. So you serve the pork over rice. So we're going to add this to my bowl. Just get on there already. Make sure it's thoroughly warmed through and cooked. So there's the rice. And we're just going to add this to the mix. Spin this round. You could add a little bit of water if you wanted to the rice, if it's a bit dry. But a lot of the juices will just come through anyway. So this is already been thoroughly mixed, thoroughly cooked through, thoroughly warmed through. So I'm going to turn that off. I'm now going to add this to the rice. You can say you can have as much pork as you like. And it's really, really delicious. Not too much on there. Let's get the towel. I can just get around the edges and get some of that sauce on. Whoops. Some of that pak choy. I say pak choy. I'm not sure the difference between the two. And then we're going to finish this off with a few more of the spring onion. That sauce. So I don't think I did as much sauce. Maybe I just didn't add enough water. I did kind of guess the 50. Just move that out of the way. But it is absolutely delicious, everybody. Just put that onto the spoon. So go and try this if you've never done this before, because it is really, really nice. It's that sauce that you don't want to waste. Okay, so there we go, everybody. There's 2 of the Vietnamese pork. I'm just going to finish it off with a few spring onion on the top. And I say I've made this before a few times. Just a few spring onion on there. Oops, don't want that one, been on the floor. So there we have it, guys. So thank you for watching. I shall end the broadcast and I'll see you again very soon. So bye, everybody. See you later.